All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the fourth recorded exhibition match for ESE, and we have Danny V5, who's going to go one-on-one here tonight with Everett Jones. Of course, when we've been planning these exhibition matches, they have been very unique matches for the most part. Matches that either people have wanted to do and haven't happened, or have never happened in the first place. And to my knowledge, these two well, they definitely haven't had a rivalry in the past, and they might not have even ever fought one on one in the past. So, first time ever matchup, as is the case with a few of these that we've recorded so far. So, this should be a good one. And exhibition matches to this point have set a fairly high bar. Um, I give all of them that have happened so far at least 3.75 or 4 stars out of 5. And I mean, Danny V5 and Everett Jones are both great competitors in that ring, both capable of putting on fantastic matches in, night out. And we'll just see what happens here tonight and see if they can keep the ball rolling on these incredible series of matches. Danny V5 had a very interesting ESE run. Of course, I saw most of the ESE run that Danny V5 had. Former ESE champion, although the majority of his time in ESE was not in a title picture, but within his own mind and within rivalries that he was in with other people in the roster. Everett Jones also had an interesting ESE career, teaming with people like Alexander Sabin, who he also feuded with, as well as trying his hand at other match types and other championships. But for the most part, these two had their careers in XWE. I say Everett Jones more ESE than XWE, but these two had their careers in XWE and then also had a significant impact on ESE. And here comes Danny V5's opponent, Everett Jones, with the classic theme song. And there he is.
And his opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia,
Everett
weighing in
Jones,
at 202
as far
pounds,
as
Everett
accomplishments in his career,
Jones.
former world champion in XWE, and he's been in and out of tag teams, in and out of championship pictures. He was a jackpot briefcase holder as well back in XWE, and has, of course, known for that amazing 630 senton that it seems like only he is really able to perform. Very, very few I've ever seen do a 630. Everett Jones does it almost every week. Maybe we'll get to see one of those tonight. And I mean, what else is there to say? These two are legends in their own right. Referee making sure we're good to go, and he rings the bell. Checkups are completed. We're good to go. A few seconds into the matchup, and they're staring down. Lockup here between Danny V5 and Everett Jones. V5. Oh, now wait a minute. Jones counters here. Danny V5 in a little bit of danger, wrenching that arm. Now V5 goes behind into a hammerlock. Everett Jones, though, goes behind into a hammerlock of his own. These two go back and forth. Wrenching. V5, though, back out. Oh, takedown here. Got with the armbar. And now going that way. Everett Jones, though, rolls out of it. And they lock up again. And V5 pushing Jones onto the apron, using a little bit of leverage there. Of course, V5 lower center of gravity, clean break. A lock up again. V5. Oh, slips under the arm this time. Danny V5 taking down Everett Jones, planting him back first. And now, wait a minute, Jones, though, gets out of it and immediately Irish whips V5 into the quarter. Look at this. And, oh, V5 prepared, but Jones right back over and a back elbow. And now Everett Jones going to hang up Danny V5 here. And, oh, wait a minute, misses the kick, and that's going to give V5 time to get out of there. But Jones once again back on the attack. V5, though, look at that. The break from the strikes from Everett Jones, one mistake, and V5 is back on it. And wait a minute, we've seen this combo many times from V5. Likes to pull it out in the late stages of matches, and that might be why Everett Jones had the stamina there to reverse shortly through that repeated kick and punch series. V5, though, able to regain the upper hand. And oh my goodness, V5 trying to put Everett Jones down with the German suplex, and that hurt him. You see, he's holding his neck there for a second. Trying to get back up. Danny V5, though, off the ropes, and a Shining Wizard by V5. Nice connection there. And now Danny V5, what is he doing here? Stomping the feet down on the knees of Everett Jones. Pointing at the hard cam, telling him what's up. And V5, throughout the first 2.5 minutes of this matchup, has been in firm control. And now, wait a minute, going to work him over here. Little head scissor. A great working hold by Danny V5. He's going to flip Everett Jones, get him dizzy once again, and then apply the pressure to the neck and shoulder area. Once again, Danny V5 really holding this in here. Going to go for, oh, wait a minute. Everett Jones, though, with the strikes to the sides. And now Jones with the hip toss, and now off the ropes, and a knee drop right across the face by Everett Jones using the lower knee and the shin area. And a spine buster there to the smaller man. Not often that Everett Jones gets a clear size advantage. He's going to use it this time. And now Boston Crab here by Everett Jones, locking in the pressure on the lower back of V5. V5 trying to crawl to those ropes, but that is a long distance. Instead, wait a minute, switches his strategy, picks the leg of Everett Jones. Jones back on the, oh, wait a minute. Danny V5, though, immediately kicking him off. Hurricanrana there from V5. Impressive offense from V5 for the most part of this match, who has kept the momentum rolling. And now, Phoenix Splash into the cover here. 1, 2 count. Solid 2 there. We're only a few minutes into this matchup here. V5 maybe looking to put it away early there with a huge flapjack. Everett Jones able to roll out of the way and a Pele kick. Amazing movement by Everett Jones to flip the tides of this matchup. German snap, German 1, 2 only. Everett Jones with incredible offense to get the momentum back on his side. And now, wait a minute, off the ropes. Knee strike again. No, wait a minute. Danny V5 this time able to roll out of the way just as Everett Jones rolled out of the way of his kick. And now V5 is back on the offense. Many changes here in the first 5 minutes of action. And a Pele kick of V5's own, taking off with both legs this time instead of Everett Jones 1. Danny V5 going to toss Everett Jones to the outside now. Oh, getting some momentum. Shoulder tackle. Jones counters. And now springboard into the blockbuster by Everett Jones. Great move. Trying to steal one here. Could do it. 2 count, only 2. Everett Jones now. Oh, look at this. Figure 4 headlock of his own here by Everett Jones. Whoa, whipping the lower body of Danny V5 into the ropes there, and now turning him back over so the ref doesn't call a rope break. Oof! And planting his face almost into the ground there. Everett Jones trying to find an upper hand. Danny V5 so close to getting out of it. and eventually does, using somewhat the same strategy that Everett Jones did. Same maneuver. Oh, look at that. Danny V5 goaded him. Missed the clothesline, kick to the gut, knees, and a leg sweep there from V5, who is tired from that working hold, though. That did its effect. Oh, but wait a minute. It would be a Danny V5 match without a headstand headlock. V5 springboard, Phoenix splash off the springboard. What a maneuver there from the high flyer. Gonna go up to the top rope, taking a minute, but Everett Jones is still down. That's a far distance, though. I don't know if V5 can make it all the way over there. V5, oh, went for the kick. He went low with the kick, maybe aiming for the hip region. Everett Jones dodged out of the way. And now a snap suplex by Jones. Quick into the cover, hand over the mask. 2 count only. 7 minutes into this matchup here, probably in the mid stage of this matchup, Everett Jones and V5 have been shifting offense over and over again. Really, neither one has gotten a clear advantage to this point. What a little schoolboy maneuver from V5. Oh, snap suplex by Jones, though. 1, 2, 2 count only. A lot of attempts to win as well. Lots of working holds, but also a lot of pinfalls, a lot of submissions. Everett Jones there throwing V5 down headfirst into the mat after the deadlift. Everett Jones is he going to do it again? Oh, no, wait a minute. Deadlift into the back suplexes. Excuse me. This is what I was talking about earlier with taking advantage of the size and Everett Jones. Oh, no. Embarrassing Danny V5 there. He was taunting, and then V5 came at him, and Jones just reared back and hit him with a nasty enziguri. V5 doesn't know where he is. Another snap German. And this is spelling a bad sign for V5. If he doesn't get out of this soon, I mean, this match might be over. Everett Jones toying with him now. Jones with a chop in the corner, and ooh, coming out with a stronger chop. V5 hits the deck. And oh, wait a minute. V5 using his quickness, though. Little mule kick. And now going on the offense at Everett Jones. Down to a knee is Jones. And V5 with the quick strikes. Everett Jones able to get out of the way. And another snap German. The cover 1. Oh, 1 only. V5 has not had that move scouted for the entirety of the 9 minutes of this matchup. V5 getting a chance to rest here. This is smart on the veteran's side, of course. Oh, now looking for a DDT. Oh, flipping it into a roll-up. 1, 2. Oh, Everett Jones counters. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out from V5. Another great counter by Jones to get the momentum back on his side, and a slap to the face. Danny V5, for all that he has tried, apart from the first few minutes of this matchup, Everett Jones has been 1 step ahead of him. And now, Snake Eyes right onto that top turnbuckle by Everett Jones. And a backflip there, a moonsault maneuver. Everett Jones to the top rope now, and another moonsault there by the former world champion. Cover 1, 2, 2.5. We are past the 10-minute mark, and something. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to speak too soon. Kimura lock here, standing by Everett Jones. Going to drop Danny V5 down. And now transition. What in the world is Everett Jones doing? Into, has the arm opposite the ropes and the leg. Everett Jones with the submission offense wearing down at Danny V5. But Danny V5, wait a minute, able to slip out of it and gets his arm free as well. And V5 with the tilt-a-whirl DDT. This might be the break that Danny V5 needs. He's going to call up Everett Jones. Oh, springboard V-cutter there from Danny V5. Oh, but Everett Jones is able to roll out of the ring. Everett Jones now on the apron. And he's going to kick. Oh, he kicked Danny V5, but V5 took it and delivered a nasty chop. The momentum is starting to shift to the side of Danny V5. Off the ropes. Oh, twisting hip attack there from V5 to the outside. What a springboard maneuver. Now has Everett Jones on the apron. Uh-oh. And this is what we're talking about. And he's about to say it.
Danny V5.
And there it is. And there's the spinning leg drop there from Danny V5. Count of 6 currently. V5 into the ring. Taunting at the fans a little bit. Oh, he might be trying to win by count out. Jones on a knee. Jones up. Oh, and up right as the referee was about to call 9. V-cutter! V-cutter by V5. That could do it. 1, 2. Ooh. Danny V5 playing it smart, waiting for Everett Jones to come into the ring and then hitting him with a nasty V-cutter, but it wasn't enough. Is he going to do it again? Everett Jones knows where he is now. Wait a minute. Jones reverses the V-cutter. Oh, but he gets out of the ring. You can hear Danny V5 shouting after him, telling him to come on. He has a good point. But also, it was V5 only seconds earlier than this that was making Everett Jones struggle back to his feet to get in the ring. Everett Jones returning the same lack of courtesy that V5 had. A little, look at this, interesting ring maneuvering here. Danny V5 trying to reach under the ropes and get him, but he didn't. And now, wait a minute, V5, oh, went for the springboard V-cutter again, but Jones counters. But V5 there with the jawbreaker. And now Jones counters, V5 counters, counter fest here by both superstars. Jones tries, oh, Jones with a nasty knee right to the torso of V5, who's trying to pick the leg. And now Everett Jones throwing Danny V5 off the ropes. Wait a minute, they collide. Everett, another snap German. And Danny V5, wait, he kips up, ducks under the Enziguri. Both men have an opportunity. Neckbreaker by V5. What a dodge for the Enziguri. V5 said, if you're going to get me with that snap German, you're not going to get me here. Wait a minute, Jones, belly to belly off the top rope. Everett Jones and Danny V5 they are trading offense like nobody's business. Jones, top rope. Oh my, that is a far distance. Moonsault connects from halfway across the ring. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Ooh, 2.5. Once again for Everett Jones, who has not been able to put away V5 as much as he's had the offense in this matchup. Everett Jones going to throw Danny V5 into the turnbuckle. Oh, taunting at him a little bit. And now, oh, wait a minute. Everett Jones, we've seen this in the past. Triangle drop kick. And if he is doing what I think he's doing to the top rope, 630 senton to the outside. The deadly finishing maneuver by Everett Jones, risking it all here tonight, 15 minutes into this exhibition contest. And now wait, count of 3. Everett Jones is throwing Danny V5. He threw him as far as he could. Referees at a count of 3. Now at a 4 count, and Everett Jones is taunting. Everett Jones thinks he's won this match by count out, but I wouldn't be that quick to count Danny V5 out of the contest at all. Everett Jones' hubris might be his downfall. Of course, 7 count here. Throughout his whole career, he's been he's had a good balance of being able to taunt, yet prove his taunting. Count of 8 here. Can Danny V5 make it back? 9. And, V5 into the ring, but Everett Jones still. V5 once again with the suicide dive. Danny V5 one step ahead at this point in the matchup. Can he capitalize and win Danny V5 picking up Everett Jones. Kick to the gut here. What is this? Brain Buster from Danny V5 to the top rope goes the luchador. Oh, Phoenix. Oh, double rotation moonsault. V5 tried to adjust to the outside, but he paid the price for it. Everett Jones might have just eaten dirt if Danny V5 had had the distance on that double rotation, but unfortunately, he did not. Everett Jones, look at this, just brutalizing him, shoving him over and over again into the barricade, and now giving him no room to breathe, throwing him into the inside of the ring. Everett V5 trying to crawl away here. Everett Jones, wait a minute, calling him up to his feet. What could Everett Jones be doing this time? Drop kick. V5 counters, but Jones is back on his feet. V5 double tilt-a-whirl into the head scissors. And now Danny not going to give Everett Jones a chance to breathe to the top rope. Turning around. Double rotation moonsault. There it is. Danny V5 now going to pick up Everett Jones to his feet. Throw him into the corner here. Oh, here we go. This was that combination I was mentioning earlier that Danny V5 saves for the ends of matches. And this is him using it right here. This drop kick and then chops, sending the superstars back into the corner. And now, V5. What an arm drag! What an arm drag there. He's tired. Oh, and the referee backing him off. Everett Jones says he's fine, though. He wants to keep fighting, and V5 is going to bring the fight right to him here. Backs off for a second. And Everett Jones comes out of the corner. Look at that, the dragon position into the back kick. What can V5 possibly do next? Wait a minute. Calling Everett Jones to his feet here. That is a short distance. Oh, V5 adjusting there. Jones tries to get the upper hand. Leg sweep by Danny V5. Into the ring with the tope atomico, perfectly executed. And now, wait a minute. V5. Ooh, half and half. Everett Jones is just going to get this onslaught of offense here. Danny V5 doing everything he can to inflict as much damage as fast as he can. Oh, here we go. Dancino by Danny V5 looking to end the match here. 2 count. 2 3/4, and that was not an energetic kick out from Everett Jones. If Everett Jones doesn't get out of the way here, it's over. Danny V5. Jones counters. Jones underneath here. Neckbreaker. Neckbreaker by Jones. Cover 1, 2. Oh, 2 only. That might have been the end of the match, except Jones has not had the offense for a good 3.5 minutes. Pump handle now. Pump handle driver. Cover 1, 2. What a cover here. No. Danny V5 somehow gets that shoulder up. Now Everett Jones taking this match back to his pacing, which is a variable. Everett Jones now. Wait a minute. Oh, victory roll off the top rope. 1, 2. Look at this cover. Oh, I thought he just stole it there from Danny V5 with the top rope victory roll. But it was not to be. Everett Jones, screaming in the face of Danny V5. What kind of move is he going for here? Oh, wait a minute. V5 gets out of it. V5 struggles out of it. Clothesline into the corner. And now V5 wasting no time. Look at this. Oh, cutter by V5. Putting him on his shoulder and then doing the inverted cutter there. And V5 now is the one to bring Everett Jones to the top rope. What is V5 going to do? Oh, another victory roll. Victory roll by V5. 1, 2. Oh. We are past the 20-minute mark, and still these guys are surprising me with every bit of offense that they are doing. It seems like they're hardly repeating a move. V5 goes for that kick again, though. Commentators curse. And once again, Everett Jones gets out of the way. And now Jones, using a dizzied V5, has him up for a powerbomb position. And oh my God, Everett Jones grabbing him by the tights. Look at that! Sit out last ride. Cover 1, 2. Oh. But because of the nature of that power bomb, because of the extended range, he was not able to get his legs over the shoulders in time, and that may have cost him the match. Everett Jones, though, wait a minute. Setting up, kick to the gut, catches him, fireman's carry, into the gut buster, and Danny V5 is in great pain. And now Everett Jones has him on the shoulders. There's that cutter that V5 hit to him earlier. Cover. 1, 2. Oh. Both of these men have differing yet similar offenses in that ring, and it is showing. Oh. Big club with the right hand by Everett Jones. Jones now got Danny V5 for what looks like a suplex, hitting him with a suplex. Everett Jones takes a much slower pace on average than Danny V5. Nice moonsault there, though. But it's strange to see because Everett Jones is a technical high flyer, but he does not push the tempo in his matches at all. He likes to play it slow, which is contrary to Danny V5 almost entirely. Everett Jones now going to turn V5 around. V5, though, wait a minute. Able to turn him around. Oh, dropping him face first over the top rope. And now flipping him over with the prawn hold here. V5 roll up. 1, 2. Got him cradled. Oh. I wouldn't have been surprised if Everett Jones was unable to get out of that there. Still, though. Poison Rana! Poison Rana by V5. Yet another maneuver out of the bag of tricks of Danny V5. Pulling him back into a heel kick. V5 once again pulling him back into another heel kick. These devastating heel kicks. He hasn't been able to hit them off the top rope, but he'll hit them on the ground. And now V5, but he's tired. Everett Jones kips up. Punches V5. V5 kicking him, though. And oh my goodness, you got to think this is probably the final effort for both of these superstars. Everett Jones, wait a minute! Oh! Everett Jones dropping him with the dude buster. Oh, 2.5. And now Everett Jones is in danger. Oh my gosh. I can't believe these two are still doing it. You do not want to roll that direction, Everett. Danny V5, though, top rope. What is he looking to do? Tried so many things. There's that kick by Danny V5 to the top rope again. He has gone up so many times in this matchup here. Hit that spinning heel kick. What's he going to do now? Going Dragon Rana! Dragon Rana by V5. 1, 2. No. And yet again, V5 unable to finish. Another Dan Stino. Jones is close to the ropes, though, and V5 knows it. Danny V5 going to set Everett Jones on the ropes, tossing him to the outside of the ring. And V5 now, that is a short proximity. Ooh! Pretty cannonball there from V5, using his entire body to take out Everett Jones on the outside and throwing him into the steel steps. Wow. You know, the way this match is going, it might end as a draw here. They might just stay on the outside and keep fighting. I would not be unhappy, although it would be a shame to have such a great match end inconclusively. Count of 5. V5, though, might be looking to reset. Big elbow from the top rope to Everett Jones, who was leaned against the barricade on the outside. 2 count here. Surely Everett Jones is not going to stay down for 8 more ref counts. Danny V5 just is taking a break, once again making Everett Jones get back in the ring. And if it works the same way as it did last time, this could spell the end of the match. And Danny V5's hand raised. Everett Jones has to be careful. He sees him and he drops down. Wait. Is he leaving? And Danny V5's not. Danny V5 thinks he's won by countout, but here comes Everett Jones into the ring. Single underhook facebuster. Never turn your back on Everett Jones. The single underhook facebuster by Everett Jones. And an enziguri. And oh, Danny, you are not where you want to be. Everett Jones going to look to do it again. Single underhook facebuster. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, ref says 2. I say 3, but ref says 2. And there's a reason why I'm not in the striped shirt right now. This match continues. However, Jones, though, he knows what will put away Danny V5. And it's a little flip that he likes to call the 6:30 set time into the cover again. 1, 2. Once again, I say 3. Ref says 2. Match continues. V5. Victim to the single underhook facebuster. Jones doing whatever it takes. And that's the end of the match. Everett Jones finally able to put away Danny V5.